up?
It's just me and you guys today.
Today is a beautiful day.
Why? Because it's just me?
Yes. You are in trouble already.
Because you're ready to go.
I know your heart is probably like, you know you're in trouble, right?
I'm ready for you.
Okay, let's
I'm
do
ready
this.
for you.
What we
What's
got
up,
today?
Jay?
What's happening?
What's going on? What's new?
I'm happy to be here.
You're happy to be here?
Yeah.
Jay's blessed, man.
Your drink's good?
My drink's great.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, man.
Awesome. So,
What do we have going on today?
what we have
What are we
today,
going to talk about?
we're going to talk about prenups.
Woo! That's a good one.
Yeah.
Woo!
We're
Yeah.
going to talk about prenups. How do you feel about prenups? Do you think that they are a predictor to like failure in marriage?
I think I would like to hear from Jay first before.
Yeah, you want Jay to go
talk about-
first?
Yeah, Jay go first because I know Jay's gonna kill
I
it.
already know what Jay's going to say.
Do you? Do you? You think so? I'm unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I feel like with everything is the energy behind it. The conversation is the essential conversation. It's the difference between somebody saying, "I don't trust you, sign this," and someone saying, "We need to have a borderline for our commitment so we can protect both of us in case something happens in the future." So that means, okay, if both of us are poor, or if both of us have money, or one of us has money and one of us don't, it doesn't change the aspect of the prenup or the concept behind the prenup, right? If you frame it the correct way. Perfect example. Let's talk about Jada and Will. Something we were just talking about a little bit earlier, right? So Jada and Will, when they first met, both of them were already in the industry, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Right. So that means both of them had money, correct?
Correct.
Right. But when they sat down and they said, okay, we're about to mend this relationship because a marriage is not just a union between me and you, it's also a business contract, right?
Right.
So with that being in mind, we have to look out for our business as well as our hearts, right? Life is unpredictable. We never know what'll happen. Emotions are fluid. I might feel one way today, I might not feel the next way tomorrow, right? So even though me and you cheated on the same pages, when I go into my marriage, it's forever. It's going to be for life. I don't play about marriage. You the one and I'm sticking with it no matter what, right? Even though we have that mentality right now, we don't know what'll happen in 20 years. You know, if I find out my wife got gangbanged by, 5 dudes at her job, then I might not still feel the same way that I
Gangbang
did.
by 5 guys is crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, it happens. So,
If you choose a wife, if you meet a woman and you make the decision to marry a woman
yeah.
who have the ability to get gangbanged by 5 guys, you have failed at life, my boy.
You feel the life, my boy. But it happens. It happens because, you know. But yeah, so at the end of the day, how I feel about prenups is that you have to go into it with the right mindset, the right communication, and the right reasons behind it. It's not something just frivolous that anybody should do. It's not just something that you can just bring up carelessly. It has to be a well thought out method, planning approach, and reason why you're getting that prenup that needs to be clearly explained on both sides.
All right, Chidi.
Prenup, man. I think, to me, prenup is a sign of distrust. It's a sign of doubt. Because you already have projected your mind that if something goes wrong, I'm bailing out, right? So these are the conditions. So to me, prenups are conditions. Why, if you want to get into marriage, I'm not talking about government licensed marriage, remarriage, because the remarriage is not the government licensed marriage. The remarriage is the God's kind of marriage. What it takes is for you to go meet the other person's family and tell them or declare your intention that you want to get married, right?
Yeah.
Now, because government is involved and they have all those stuff going on, that's why people get into prenups. Because they see it as a way to get out if something goes wrong.
Right.
So my question is, why do you have to start planning to get out when you are not already in the marriage?
He said you ain't even there yet. You already looking for the exit.
Yeah. So this is your exit route, right?
Yeah.
And you are not in the marriage already. So to me, it's kind of conditioned.
Yeah.
You are setting up conditions, and to whether I'm big for marriage, right? I love marriage. I don't play with marriage.
Yeah, me too.
And to me, as against Dr. Ibie, to me is for better for worse. Till death do us part. To me, that's what marriage is all about.
Straight up.
So it's a decision. So I have already made up my mind. This is what I want, no matter what goes down. You know what I'm saying? Except when you get banged by a guy, just like you said.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about that shit every night. This motherfucker.
Yeah,
I know you like this shit too. You freak ass. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So in most cases, you find out that the reason we have these prenups is because one person is wealthy, one person is more successful.
Yeah.
One person has more inheritance.
Yeah.
That's why we have these, this aspect of prenups. But have you seen poor people? Poor people have prenups. I mean, it's very difficult for you to see poor struggling couples. They have prenups. I don't think so.
I don't think
But
so.
at the same time,
I don't think
it's
so.
interesting because you have a lot of poor men who are on the internet talking about prenups and not wanting to get married because the government gives a woman half. What is she gonna take, sir? What do you have?
That is social media. I'm talking about real life, pragmatically.
You know?
Yeah.
So-
have you seen poor people being
It's like
concerned?
you have people
being
that
concerned
are
about
so
prenups?
obsessed
They don't
now
care. Poor people don't care.
with somebody taking what they don't even have.
That's my point. So when it
Hey,
comes
look,
to,
if she gonna take half of the trailer, man, he want the other half. He said, I want my shit.
but listen, I understand. I understand when somebody is more successful, he wants
To protect his shit.
Exactly.
Or
You
she,
wanna-
because it ain't no just man. There's a lot of successful women out here that got that shit too. They got motion. They got all the shit. They got the money in the relationship as well. I bet, look at Britney Spears. She nigga took everything. You feel me? So I understand what you're saying. It's a,
But on the other side, because government is involved in our marriage, on the other side, so it's good to have prenups.
I got you. He got the solution.
Yeah.
The solution is me and you, baby. We're gonna get married, right? We're gonna do a traditional marriage from where my people from. My people is from the Virgin Islands, and they from Saudi Arabia. Them motherfuckers ain't do shit through the government, and that's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the altar. We're gonna get married traditionally. We're gonna make our vows, and we're gonna stick to our vows. We ain't gotta worry about no prenup.
That's my point.
So
Straight
now,
up.
Okay, so now what happens if, God forbid,
Keep the ring.
years down
It's
the
gonna be
line,
$50,000.
let me finish, Jay.
Okay.
Years down the line, because life can be so unexpected sometimes,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
A crazy accident happens, and now you're, I don't know, on life support,
Okay.
and you can't make decisions for yourself.
Okay.
And now your wife,
Yeah.
right? She has no say so. There's been circumstances of a man being terminally ill or life support, can't make decisions for himself. The family's ready to pull the plug, right? Like distant family,
Yeah.
ready to pull the plug, and the wife is like, "No, we're gonna fight for my husband's life."
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what happens, because if she's not considered your wife legally, she doesn't have any say so. The doctor can decide,
Yeah.
we're gonna pull the plug,
Yeah.
and she can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
I feel that's a amazing.
And that's just one example.
That's an amazing
Because-
point that you just made. Absolutely amazing point. So I say that to say that. I mean, he gonna be fucked up. He asked out straight up. It's just it is what it is. It's time for him to go. Take me home, Jesus. I want to go. I want to leave anyway. I'm good. Like I lived a great life personally, but also you can also draw some contract papers up as well. You can talk to your lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, lawyer, if anything ever happens to me, I want this person right here to have say so over my decision in my life. And that's the thing. You can do that too.
Well,
Straight up.
You know, I'm not too crazy about, honestly, the idea of the government being involved in marriage.
Okay.
Because I think, honestly, a marriage is between man, woman, and God. However, it's more nuanced. With a society where, especially in America, it's a lot more nuanced than that.
Yeah.
There's a level of protection that she's not going to have if you're not legally married. I think it just complicates things a lot.
Yeah.
Now, in the case of a prenup, you are literally introducing a covenant that is between you, your wife, and God. I think it's a bit contradictory to say, where I'm going to prepare for failure. When you're supposed to be going in it, it's a covenant, so it's for life, it's for eternity, right?
Yeah.
according to the Bible, once a man and a woman's married,
They're one.
even if you divorce, God doesn't recognize it. That's why it says neither one of you are supposed to remarry, because you'll be living an adulterous life.
Oh, wow.
Because God only recognized the first wife, the first husband.
Just you read your Bible, man.
We could break that down,
Right.
but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't even know if I want to open up that can of worms.
Well, because you want to take the easy way out. You want to look at it. It's more comfortable for you to look at it on like surface level. It's very surface level.
I was gonna say
It's go ahead.
I was gonna bring up the fact that I think that marriage was introduced biblically in the aspects for control. I believe a lot of things was skewed in the Bible. I believe a lot of things was misinterpreted in the Bible. So I think that's one of them. I think traditional marriage predating in the biblical sense, when they got married, it was a different understanding of what it is today. I agree with what you're saying, 1,000%. I just feel like it's not so as a contradiction as being responsible. I want to responsibly set up this for both of us to make sure that we both are happy no matter what. I think anybody that is a good provider and protector prepares. Preparation is key in everything that you do, even in marriage. So if I have to prepare using one tool, as we call it, a prenup, so be it. Because again, in the
You
prenup,
cannot introduce self-protection in a covenant that is supposed to be based on complete unity and sacrifice and mutual sacrifice.
I agree with that.
You don't need to be getting married if that's the case.
I agree with that.
Just choose to protect your assets, choose to protect whatever you've built, and stay out of the covenant of marriage.
But is it against biblical principles to not get a prenup? I don't think so. I think conceptually, I agree with what you're saying. Just why not even go into the institution? But let's be real. Some people do want to get married. Some people do want that person to be themselves.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go in the marriage with the mindset of there is no mine or yours.
Right. It's ours. Which I think
Prenup.
you should.
Listen, I think prenups are conditions.
I know you don't fuck with no
100%.
conditions. He don't like conditions.
Prenup
Yeah.
means that, or it suggests that one or both parties are contemplating unconsciously separation or divorce. That's what it means.
For sure.
For
and
sure.
for me,
That's what
I'm
it means.
blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
If I'm
So-
doing
You a rider.
If I'm doing it, I want to be all in, and
Do
I
you-
want to
do
know
you know
that
why-
you're all in.
Do you know why, Jay? Because anytime you have a problem with your partner, the next thing your mind goes straight
to
the
divorce,
prenups.
because I know I'm
To the
protected.
Yeah,
I can
prenups,
leave.
exactly, because now you go. Anytime we have issue, your mind will go to the prenup. What is the content again? What is the content in the prenup?
It
agreement?
depends on who that person is, because as you're correct, some people might think that way. Other people, like myself, I wouldn't think that way, because my prenup, the only time, that's a nuclear bomb. I'm not pulling that shit out because she left the fucking Kool-Aid on the counter. I'm not pulling it out because she had emotionally cheated on me with somebody else. I'm not pulling it out just because any stupid reason. It's the end all be all last option after we've been in therapy for 10 years and it didn't work. And okay, you know what? We just grown into new people and we're not on the same page anymore. I think it'd be best and more happy for both of us to go in a separate direction. Let's pull out this last card right here and put it on the table. That's my mindset. But I understand what y'all saying. And that also is applicable to some people, because some people might revert back to that shit. You know what? I'm straight. Fuck this nigga. Let's get this motherfucking divorce. For sure. I agree 1,000%.
Let me ask you a follow-up question based on your position. So how do you feel? Okay, she's like, you say you want a prenup? All right, cool. But I want an infidelity clause.
Hell yeah.
In the event that you cheat.
I'm not on no cheating shit, baby. You get married to me, you good. You is mine. And I'm with you riding forever. I straight up. My parents married 50 something years. I'm with it. I'm with the shit. I love you, baby, forever to now. It's to infinity. It's we in the spiritual realm and back. That's what I'm on. Straight
But
up.
one thing you have to understand that Josie is this: I don't blame people going into prenups in this country, especially in America. You know why? Because America is a corporation. This is a company. This is not a country. You know, we are here to make money, and then we have to go. You know, the rest of the world is for enjoyment of whatever proceeds we have or we make from here.
Right.
You know, so America is a company. It's not. It's a corporation. So that's why I understand when because people want to protect their investment, what they have spent their life building.
Yeah.
They want to protect it. So there's nothing wrong with prenups in this country, but that what I'm saying is ideally that's not the way it should be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's not the way it should be.
I agree with both of y'all.
I
for
mean,
sure.
like, I don't even know who introduced the prenups. I think, I mean, like, it's crazy.
Who
It's
popped that
crazy.
shit off?
Yeah.
Who was
because
like, you know what?
just like I said before, I've never seen people who are making $40,000 every year, and
They like, I want a prenup.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So somebody is vulnerable. Somebody is want to be played. That's what prenup is all about.
I wanna-
and sometimes you're gonna go into prenups, and the way they're gonna interpret the prenups is gonna still go against
Yeah, that's true.
the man, right?
Yeah.
Mostly the man.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. I'm telling you.
I think sometimes the best thing to do in marriage, in the covenant of marriage, something that's so sensitive and sacred, is to get rid of the lifeline. Get rid of it. That way we both know we are in this
Together.
Together.
forever. Together.
Yeah.
Except
I don't have protection, you don't have no protection.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Right. We're
Now
gonna
we
stick
have
it
to
out.
be in the best interest of one another.
Josie, just like you said, now if many marriages does not have prenups, I think
They last longer.
they will last longer.
We can look that up.
Exactly.
We can look that up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
I do want to introduce
Yeah.
this real quick. So the history of prenups. Prenups predates back 2,000 years ago, back to Egypt, when it was called marital contracts. Okay, it says these written or verbal contracts establish the property that each spouse would bring to the marriage. Prenuptial agreements set the bride's dowry and the bride's wealth, the price that a groom would pay the bride's family in exchange for marrying her. So if they end up getting divorced, then they would get those things back. Right, the dowry back would go back to the household. So it says in France, the customary prenuptial derives from the dowry, first recorded in the 9th century. In the United States, New York State passed the Married Women's Property Act in 1848, ensuring that married women would inherit their husband's estate. That goes back to what you were saying, Josie, about if something happens to the person, how can they provide afterwards? So I guess to wrap this all up, I agree with you guys 1,000%. You should go into a marriage with the intent and the aspect of this is going to be who I want to be with forever.
Confidence.
In the
that I have confidence in you that you're not going to be looking for a way out simply because you know you have certain protections.
But that should be a caveat. That should be an exception.
So I think if a man wants a prenup, I think it's smart for that woman to say, okay, you want a prenup? No problem. But we're going to have an infidelity clause.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
In the event
Definitely.
that you break this covenant, everything is null and void.
I love that. Same thing for the women too, because if you cheat on me, bitch, you go. I got that ass. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I love it. Thank you. That was it. That was beautiful. I agree with her.
100%.
1,000%.
You know why I agree with you? Because the Bible even backed that up. The Bible said unless on the ground of adultery,
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's when you can divorce.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Bible
exactly.
said, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Only on
Exactly.
that ground.
That's what's up.
Yeah, on the ground of adultery, gangbang, just like you said, that's when then you can,
How do y'all feel
And
about
I don't
gangbangs?
care if I were a multi-millionaire. I would be fine with my partner having that because I'm confident in myself. You don't have to worry about me.
Yeah.
If I choose you, it's to death.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out.
You're going to be a great wife. Straight up. Cheaty. Blood in, blood out.
What else do we have, man? Let's talk about
Let's
something.
talk about something. What we got?
Yeah, what we got? What we got?
I'm about to pull up.
So, let's see. let's talk about, since we're just coming off of prenups, still in marriage, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about married couples living in separate houses?
Fuck you. Let's talk about it.
Jay, the cursing.
I'm
please.
sorry. I apologize. I came up. It's been a long
Jay,
day.
what do you think about that? Living in separate houses. What do you think?
No. The answer is hell no. I mean,
Right.
heck no.
That's crazy.
Absolutely not.
Then why do we need to be married?
What are your reasons?
Okay, so let's talk about the reasons why people do it in the first place, right? Some people live together in separate houses because they have conflicting work schedules. I know for sure the lady off of Abbott Elementary, her and her husband have been living. He's in D.C. He works in the government, and she's an actress. She works in L.A. So she flies back and see him for 2 weeks and stay at his house. And he flies to see her for 2 weeks. They've been doing that for 36 years.
Okay.
That's their thing. So that's why they that's what they do. Also, people do it because blended families. Maybe I got some kids. I got 6 kids, and we all stay in Miami, or all my kids stay in Miami, and me and you met in Tennessee, and I got a house in Tennessee too. But I be back and forth with the kids, so that's another reason people do it, right? And then another reason is some women. I say women because all I've heard was from women. Even some men, but they some hoes. They said they desire to self-independence. They want to have their own space. Their own space.
They don't want to have to clean up after another person constantly. Another reason that I'm saying is like you'll have couples who've been together for a long time, like decades, and they've been through so much together, and they just get to a space where it's like, okay, you know what? Instead of us divorcing, maybe it'll be easier for us to just be in separate homes and have our own spaces.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
But what comes with that? Is it I'm fucking on something else while you in other
To
houses?
me, that's automatically what
Yeah.
I think.
Ah.
I think you just automatically you just want the comfortability
Yeah.
to be married and still live
Like a single life. Yeah.
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 Still act like a single person. 100%.
She said it's automatically what I thought.
Yeah.
So less conflict, right, with that, bringing somebody in and having to do what you gotta do, and they gotta explain to the person you smashing on that you got a husband or a wife.
But you probably don't want to go through the heartache of divorce and, cheaper to keep her or whatever. So we're just gonna.
What do you think? Do you like that kind of arrangement, like living in separate houses?
Absolutely not. And I'm somebody who like my own space.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
I like my own space.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So you're surprised, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, because marriage is so sensitive to me. It's sacred.
Yeah, it's sacred.
Why are we out here playing?
Yeah.
We're literally opening the door for the devil to get in.
That's true. Opening the door for the devil to come in. Opening the windows too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
The windows, the vents, the
You know
baseboards,
why? Because
Why are we playing
when
games?
you
the chimney.
when you have that space alone, all by yourself to yourself, that's when the devil is able to creep in and start.
Hell yeah.
Tempting
Absolutely.
You, to do something funny, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Can we break it down even
And
more?
it's
What about
like,
the separate rooms?
What's wrong with that's right.
What about the
What's
room?
wrong with we're in the same house, but you know what? We need some time off right now. You're in the basement. He goes to his man cave.
There we go. Now we talking.
I'm in my own little space doing me.
And I have that's what I have no idea. Where I want to be financially when I get married is I want to have a fat ass house. And my bad.
Yeah.
And I want to have, I want to have my man cave. I want to have I just want to have multiple rooms. So if I ever, me and my wife ain't seeing eye to eye, I'm over here. She over there. We Gucci. When you settle down, when you calm down, when we get our thoughts together, then we can reconvene. And that's why I think it's so powerful that we need to have the same room, right? It doesn't matter what happened or transpired throughout that day. At the end of the day, baby, when we go to sleep, we're gonna let that shit go. You go steam off, I'ma steam off. We meet at our room respectively. And it's time to go to sleep. I'm gonna say, look, baby, I love you. I know we had disagreement today. I love you though. We good. And I mean that shit. And I want her to say the same thing. Never go to bed angry.
I need to be in the same room, the same bed with my husband.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're never gonna have a situation where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the couch. Or he takes a couch.
So what about if you have a situation where your husband is working somewhere else, maybe in another state?
Wow, that's
what are you gonna do?
That's a good one.
I don't even believe in long-term relationships.
No, this is.
Not long-term.
Long distance.
Long distance.
Yeah, you believe in long-term relationship.
Why would I do a long distance?
No, this is not. We cannot classify this as being
long distance. He's saying literally.
This is conditional, right? Because of work. Now you are in DC.
For how long?
Give her an example. So, for
how
instance, if
long?
I have a conference
Like,
in Canada, and that be it's 2-week conference, it's important. I'm an engineer.
that's fine.
Straight
Now
up.
we're talking about 2 weeks. We're not talking about like a this is the norm.
Ooh, I got you. Military. I'm going to the Air Force, right? So if I'm going to the Air Force and they have to send me and I have to be the party off and I'm gone for 2 months, talk to me.
So what about?
I don't think I would be with a man.
What are you
That
talking about?
I don't think I would. I'm being honest.
No, but
Like,
that's not cool. You
I
know why?
wouldn't be
Do you know why that's not cool?
with a
Because
man who's in the
marriage,
military.
just like you said.
Hold up.
Listen to
Wait,
me.
run it back. What are you talking about? Say that again.
Yeah, I
Listen
mean, like
to
this
me.
is crazy. You know why? Do you know why? It's
Why?
crazy to me? Listen, the
We
reason-
all
Hold
have
on.
we all have our preferences, our standards, or whatever. I
But-
just personally would not choose to be with someone who's in the military.
Oh,
hold
shit.
on. I understand, but sometimes you might, get married or get together with somebody who,
It's not in the military.
Exactly.
Then they go into that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
He's not in the
Subsequently-
military. Then
no,
he's
hold
not
on.
going to make the choice
No.
to go in while he's with you.
I
That's
did.
not gonna happen.
I randomly went to the Air Force.
Well, that's crazy because now that's not a decision that you just can make on your own. If you're
You gotta
already
talk to your
married,
wife about it. So yeah, if you was my girl and I had to go to the Air Force, I'm like, look, baby, we about to get all these crazy benefits. I'm about to get paid 10 racks a month. And you wouldn't be like, all right. I'm really asking you. I'm asking you this question. How would you feel about that?
that wouldn't work for me.
It wouldn't?
No,
Okay, that's real. I respect that.
no.
Respect.
Because first of all,
Hold on,
I'm
Josie.
not-
Hold on, Josie. Hold on. Now, I'm taking on a contract that is going to take me away from my family for like 5 months, and I'm going to make like $2 million out of that contract.
2 million. 2
5
million.
months is nothing.
Okay.
Again, I'm talking about if you're saying long distance, like this is the norm, like we're doing this for years and years.
I see what you're
No.
saying.
That's different.
Okay.
Like he's
That's
always
different.
deployed. He's
Yeah.
always,
Yeah,
he's a
no,
career.
no,
I understand.
no.
I understand.
That's not going to work. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like 5 months, 6 months out because he's out there making money.
I might land a big movie and I have to be out of the country for 5 months.
That's
on
true.
set shooting.
Exactly.
That's true.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
a perfect
Yeah.
example.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's not. We're not going to be doing for like years and years
Yeah,
and
no,
years.
no, that's
and then
not-
also,
that's not
if
healthy.
if you have a certain lifestyle or you have financial freedom, then it becomes easier to even like navigate that.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
now I'm just a flight away.
I was about to say, baby, you have to fly to me. If I go 5 months, you're going to have to be out here at least 20 times straight up.
Private jet, man.
I need that.
Private jet.
So
I need that. Straight up.
I'm a lover girl. I need my man.
That's right. I'm a lover boy. You know what I'm talking about?
But just like
We're not.
Jay said, I mean, my ideal situation would be, live in a very big house and have my own space in my house because I need to think. Women could be distractions sometimes. I'm telling you, right? Yeah. So I need my own space to think about work, to think about whatever I want to do. So we're gonna be in the same house, but I have my own attic up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just wanna just leave me alone.
And leave me alone, too. When I go to
Nothing
my
wrong
space,
with
don't
that. I'll
bother
bring you
me.
some tea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
So you're gonna cook for me and
you
bring it
something to
upstairs.
eat. Yeah,
Exactly.
And
bring
rub
some
my feet.
food,
Yeah,
make
because-
sure you're good.
Exactly.
Give
Take
you
care of
a
me.
5-minute massage.
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then go about my business.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we can even make love for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need, Chitty. 5 minutes. Hit it out. We good. We
Yeah,
good.
We're good. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Yeah, it's a very big house. You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up.
Yeah, and the kids are.
But being married, living in separate homes,
No,
Fuck
that's selfish.
that's
Absolutely not.
That's
like-
selfish.
That's a joke.
That's a
like
joke.
I
Stop
wouldn't
playing
even
with
take
me.
a marriage like that seriously.
I saw one woman on social media that says, she would like to live in a separate house, get married.
No,
and-
it's becoming a thing.
Yeah, I
fuck
mean,
that.
it's
It's called
selfish.
LAT. And no, we're not
Now
going to do
I
that.
will say, I do understand where some of the frustrations coming from because depending on the man,
Yeah.
living with the man is not always easy.
Yeah.
Men are messy.
No,
majority of the time.
don't say that.
First of all, I'm the cleanest
Majority-
person I know.
I didn't say all
Women
men.
women are
Alright, we don't
disgusting.
take this.
Women
I
are
will
disgusting.
speak here.
Every woman I've ever met
People can
are
be
disgusting.
Messy. People
Oh my
can
god.
be messy.
Thank you, people.
But a lot of times,
Women,
from what I'm hearing,
from what I know,
people's reasons are
Women are disgusting.
is that men are messy. They don't want to have to keep cleaning.
Have you
up
seen a
after
women's
them.
birth? Have you seen a women's bathroom? I know you have. Am I lying?
Hold on, Jay.
No,
Hold
yeah,
on, Jay.
there are some really like
Listen, let me tell you
nasty
something.
Thank you.
women out here for sure.
Disgusting.
Josie,
Yeah.
Josie, real men have to be messy. We don't have time to.
We ain't gotta be putting the makeup and
Listen,
shit. We don't do all
we don't have
that.
time for all
We
that
ain't got
shit.
time for all that shit.
We are busy thinking about business.
We gotta handle business so you can be
You know
happy.
what I'm saying? So your job should be part of your job should be just clean up everywhere.
Tell again.
It doesn't take too much.
One more
No,
time.
no.
Because I'm thinking
Back
about
up,
something.
back up.
No, listen. I'm the one
I'm
making.
not doing that.
I'm not.
Ah!
I'm the one making.
She
the
not
game.
doing that, gang.
I'm
Listen.
She not doing that, gang.
Constantly. Let me tell you, I've had.
Hold on.
No, I'm not doing
Hold on. I'm not saying you're gonna be constantly cleaning.
Fuck
But
that.
what
I need
I'm
you to
saying
clean
is-
2 times a
what
day.
I'm saying is,
I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh,
I'm just
Lord.
saying that. You're not about to take off your clothes, throw them over here in the bathroom.
No, that's disrespectful.
That is so.
I have a basket for
reality
that.
for a lot of people.
Them niggas ain't shit. You don't need him. You need a real man. A real man gonna put his shit where it's supposed to be at. I got a basket dedicated for my dirty clothes. I'm the cleaner. I clean up. I cook. I do all that shit. But you need to compliment that, baby. You need to do the same thing. Straight up. And I expect nothing less. I shouldn't have to tell my woman, and I've been in several relationships when I come home after working all fucking day. This motherfucker laid up in the house. You know what I'm saying? And the fucking house dirty. How you disrespectful, mom? What are you doing? What are you doing? I need to have some food cooked. I need my house to be clean. And guess
Okay,
what?
You're doing a lot.
I'm telling the truth. But guess what? Hear me out though. Because guess what? Because when it gets dirtier later in the day, 9, 10,
No, but the way you just said that, I need my house clean. I need food. Like, you're doing a lot.
You're right. I digress. But I'm saying my thing is it's going to be mutual energy. I'm going to clean up as well. I'm going to cook for you on Saturday when I'm off. I'm going to rub your feet. I'm going to make sure you straight. That's what I do as a man, baby. I'm providing. I'm not playing. You're going to be happy. I'll make sure you happy. We go on them vacays 10 times a year. Whatever you want, you get. And all I ask for in return is a clean house when I've been working my ass all day as a fireman, working my ass at Microsoft, and working my ass all day as a security officer. That's all I ask for. I work 3 jobs, 4 jobs. Baby, all I want is a clean house, something to eat. Is that too much to ask for?
Emma, you know what we need? I have a request. We need some of Jay's exes on one of these because Jay talked a lot, like big talk. So we need to interview some of his exes to see if he's really living like
I'm
that.
about that
Are
life.
you really like that?
I'm about that life.
I don't know.
You want to see my room? Let's look at my room right now. Clean as fuck. Nice.
I want to talk to some of your exes.
Talk to him. Speaking of, perfect segue.
What?
Go ahead. What's the other the subject?
No, hold on. What I want to say is this: like, men can be a little messy here and there, not all the time, right?
Some niggas
I'm
is
not
nasty.
Saying, I'm not saying.
Not you though. I've seen how you live.
Okay, how do I live? Am I messy?
No, I just said not you. I've seen how
Okay,
you
yeah.
live.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But sometimes I could be messy, right? So what I'm saying is those times take care of my shit, right?
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I want to be the one to make all the money and take care of you.
Yeah.
All of you, take care of you. So
All
that
of you.
You can have time to do
Exactly.
stuff like that.
Exactly.
But now, in a situation where the woman is working so hard, the man is working so hard,
Right.
you don't expect the woman to clean up.
No, you don't.
Right? The woman is working 2 jobs, you working 3 jobs. You don't expect the woman
No.
to clean up. But when the woman is just doing,
But that's the reality for a lot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Can I offer?
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. So, but in this situation, in this case, if you are the one, the breadwinner, you're the one making all the money and taking care of your woman, absolutely take care of all the bills, everything. Now, cleaning up is not going to be a problem for the woman. It's not going to be a problem for the woman. Because you're the one taking care of everything.
Right.
Yeah, you're making a good money and taking care of your family
Yeah.
and making sure
Yeah.
they're at the top. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have
If
a.
I'm taken care of, I have no problem.
Yeah. So for
Like-
the men out there who think that your woman is working 2 or 3 jobs and you expect her to come back home and cook and clean.
Boy,
that's
you
good.
stupid.
That
Craziness.
I don't like it. No, no. We are supposed to take care of our women.
Most definitely.
I'm telling you,
Alpha man.
everything. Like
Real
You
quick.
have men, and that's something that's so beautiful, and I love to see it. They're working. They work. When they come home, they also help with the household responsibilities.
yeah.
They'll
There are
wash
men like that.
dishes.
Well, that's
they'll
what I'm
cook
saying.
for
I
the
do
women.
that. It's just not immediately when I get off of work. Later on, after we've settled down and the house has become a little bit more messy, I don't mind doing that. Or on the weekend, like I said, on Saturday when I'm off, I don't mind cooking for the family. Sunday, I don't mind grilling for the family. I don't mind washing clothes for the family. I do want to say this real quick. As far as what you said, when the woman is working 2 jobs and the man is working 3 jobs, that's when budgeting comes into effect. Let's be smart about it. If something is wrong, if I'm working 2 jobs and you working 3 jobs and we don't have enough money to buy a maid. What? You heard? Did you hear what I said? If you working 3 jobs and I'm working 2 jobs, if we can't afford a maid, something is terribly wrong. We need to restructure our finances and our lifestyle and our life plan to make it more easier for us. We need to learn how to invest and do things, work smarter, not harder. So a lot of people out here that are suffering, that are living paycheck, and you are out here grinding and working a lot, and you have a family, consider options. There are options for you as far as these things, because these things will create bigger conflicts in your home that will get you a divorce, that will get you cheated on, that will get you left.
Yep.
So pay attention to the details and restructure your life to make it easier for you by using the options that are available out here.
But yeah, I have something to say. I
Talk
don't
to
think
me.
any woman is supposed to work 2, 3 jobs.
No, not at all. Hell no.
I don't think.
Fuck no.
I mean, like that's not cool with me.
No.
You know, like
Yeah.
no woman should be allowed by her husband or man to
Right.
work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. That's crazy.
Right.
Like no, don't do that. Don't do that. Like women are so delicate and so. I mean, we are here to take care of women and children.
Most definitely.
That's our job.
That's our job.
You know, as a man, that's our job.
That's our
so
job.
You cannot allow your woman to be subjected to working 3, 4 jobs because you guys want to make money. The man can work 5 jobs. I don't care. I don't give
Yeah,
a damn.
for
the
sure.
Man can work 10 jobs. You can work and die. I
Work
don't
till your
care.
feet fall off, bit dog.
No, listen,
the
I'm
truth.
telling you, I'm telling you, that's why we're here.
That's what we're here
for.
for.
The woman, no woman should work
Just
2
say
jobs.
working. No, we need to care about men a little more, a little better.
I mean,
Nobody cares about men.
nobody
Nobody
cares
care about
gives a
men.
fuck
They don't give a
about
fuck
me. I'm
about us,
sorry.
and that's fine.
Yes,
That's
nobody-
fine. That's fine. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't even
That's
tripping.
what we know what
Look.
we're doing. We know our responsibility.
Real quick.
We know why we're here.
Exactly.
Don't worry about
Don't
us.
even worry about
Don't
us.
worry about us.
Real quick, I always say this, and this is what I always say to my women, any woman that ever talks to me. You don't work. If you work, it's going to be limited in when you want to. I want you to have a job simply because I want you to have that social interaction outside of the household. I want you to be able to network and have friends outside of the household. You're not working for financial purposes. And if you are working for financial purposes, specifically for things that you want to do outside that I'm not taking care of, because I'm taking care of the bills, baby. I'm taking care of the trips, baby. I'm taking care of the outfits, baby. I'm buying you some shoes, baby. And I'm a giver, baby. So you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sporadically hit you with some, boom, there goes some Jordans. Boom, there goes some heels. Boom. You know what? That's just that's just the
Please
fuck.
get some updates. I'm not gonna ask
Bruh.
again.
Let's
Please
call one.
get some
Let's
updates
call one
as
right
it's
now.
from here.
I will do
Can we
that.
call one?
I need
and
no,
ask
I'm serious about
I
that.
promise you.
Okay.
I will get that.
Okay.
So what do we have on the plate?
What we
next?
got?
We got one more before we
Not
close it.
changing?
Yeah, one more before we
in the episode.
yeah, we get into the other episode.
What we
One
got?
more.
Oh, this is still the same one? Okay.
The evil laugh.
Yeah,
I want to know.
Let's go. Go. Okay. What you got?
What? Okay, is this true or false? Men that are raised by single moms typically don't handle criticism well, and they tend to be more emotional.
My parents been married, like I said, 50 some years, but I will say this, from my experience, my partners that have been married, that have been raised by single mothers, it depends on who the mom dudes is, because you can't put that blanket on nobody, you know what I'm saying? Some of my partners, they are not emotional at all, you feel me? Like, they're really in control of their emotions. With a lot of them tend to be more emotional, and they do seem to not know how to navigate certain aspects of relationships with women. I got one partner, he grew up with his mom, and his mama always dated rich men, right? And they actually, because I grew up, my parents was poor, even though they was married, we still didn't have no money like that. My mom was a teacher, my father was a carpenter. She always dated dudes with money, but she never had a man in the household, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? She never had, they would have their own spot, right? He is horrible with women. It's so bad. He's so immature. He's like 37, 38, and he is so his emotional IQ is so low, and you can tell he's lacking, and it comes out in his relationships with women. It really comes out in his relationship with anybody. So to answer your question, do I think that men who come from single mother households are what? What did you say?
Typically are not able to handle criticism well and are oftentimes more emotional.
Yes, I think that a large majority, not all, a large majority of the men do deal with issues that derive from not having a strong male presence in the household.
Yeah, I can see that. I think, yeah, some boys who are in single parent households, particularly with, fatherless or without the presence of the father, they don't have someone they're modeling how to navigate conflict, how to be emotionally regulated, right? Because the father's not in the home, because the father is not just there just to teach in terms of telling a boy how to act and behave, but he's there to model those behaviors. So if he's not there, where is he, getting these lessons from? So I can see that.
Well, just like Jay said, yeah, most men raised by a single mom, they tend to be more emotional, more sensitive, and they don't handle criticism very well, right? And the reason is because women are more emotional in nature, and men are more logical in nature. So that is a fact.
I always, whenever I hear
on.
that,
I know you told us last time. You said the
That's
dude
what I'm
is in prison. You gave a great
Hold
example
on.
of when you said
Hold
that.
on.
But he's
Women-
right. He's right.
Women are wired to be
Emotional. It's true.
Listen is
true.
just nature.
It's true.
That is the
Sorry.
way God created
It's
women and men, right? So we are not making this stuff up. What I'm saying is this: if any man is raised by a feminine woman, you tend to be more emotional.
Feminine. But they tend to be more
Yeah,
because you
exactly.
do what you see. Perfect
Exactly.
example. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do you know? And this is from somebody that was raised with the father in the household. I didn't know how to sit. I did not know how to sit properly until I really thought about it one day and saw somebody who I aspired to be like that is older than me sit the fuck down. You understand what I'm saying? Literally, just sit. Just sit down with proper alignment of my posture, right? With a non-feminine way of sitting. You know what I'm saying? With a swag and a sauce to it. So I can only imagine what young men and young boys that are raised only by their mother, and that's the only example that they see on a daily basis, what type of lack they have of how to become a man and deal with their emotions. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my father was a carpenter. He was in the army, so I grew up with a certain type of mindset, right? I grew up with a certain type of mindset. And I had to grow to understand that some of these things that I was taught was positive, a lot of them were negative. That toxic masculinity that I learned from my father. That's why when I said, when I come home, I don't need this food to be cooked like that, because that's the way that my father said it. But I'm intelligent and I'm grown enough and I'm mature enough now to understand that you can express that differently. You see what I'm saying? So to revert back to the question, I have no idea all of the freaking issues that could derive from not having that to pull from. I'm searching now, even today, right, to find positive black males in my life that I can bounce.
Emulate.
That's all I want, man. That's all I want. And I got my pops, but to be honest, my pops only reached a certain level. I mean, real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
trying to surpass that. Yeah.
So I'm still searching for that, and I'm a successful young black man at that. You see what I'm saying? But it's still, I feel like even when I cross certain thresholds, it's
But one thing is, there are tough women out there who have this
It's true.
masculine energy,
They do.
and who can train the male child, to be a man. We have women like that.
We do.
You know, they have this masculine energy. They know.
I don't think it could ever be the same though.
It cannot be completely the same, but
Yeah.
at least to an extent, to a reasonable extent, they can raise you to be a real man.
They can.
I have seen mothers like that. You know, they have that masculine energy.
I haven't come across
Kind of like
a
studs,
situation
but
like
not.
that, or a man who would, like, I haven't come across that. I think a lot of times when the father is absent, you then, you know, have a boy or a young man who's not able to handle criticism well. Everything feels like an attack.
Yeah, because
You're just giving feedback.
Exactly.
But they take it as an attack on their character.
Yeah.
You don't like me. You don't respect me. It's like, I'm just giving you feedback, right?
So why is that? Because they were raised by their mother, who is
Yeah.
more emotional all the time.
Straight
you know?
up.
Yeah, their mother was their only source of validation
Exactly. They see,
emotionally.
they
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
they see what their mother do. They see how their mother think. They see what their mother say. Every time their mother is always complaining about something,
Some.
right? Every time their mother doesn't handle criticisms very well, right in front of them, raising them up as a child.
Yeah.
Every time they see how their mother always fight their, you know, maybe their estranged father or something like that. So, you know, you cannot run away from that. You grow up with that, you become that, right?
What about
That's the environment for you. So,
That's the environment.
so that's why it is very. I mean, mothers are wonderful. You
Yeah.
can't raise a child without a mother.
Can't.
You cannot. You cannot raise a child without a mother.
Without either one. A mother
Yeah,
or
without
a
either
father.
one. But what I'm saying is, mothers are wonderful because they are. When raising a child, they are the real protectors.
Yeah.
When raising a child, they are the real providers.
Yeah.
They are the real nurturers.
Yeah.
You know, when raising a child, you know what I'm saying? But the father is just. I mean, the role of the father mostly is for discipline.
Yeah.
Like discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Perfect.
I'm talking about discipline, real reprimand, real discipline. You know,
Per-
that comes from the father. So,
Perfect example of that real quick. My daughter, she just turned 3, right? She was potty trained when she was 1.5, cause of me. All right. Do you know I have joint custody with my daughter's mother? She went to live with her mother every 3 months. I get her every 3 months. She get her. She went to live with her mother. Do you know my baby just turned 3 months ago, and she got diapers back on because her mother doesn't discipline her. When she's with her mother, she's up at 1 o'clock in the morning. When she's with me, she gets sleep at 8 o'clock p.m. Stop playing with me. You're in the bed. I don't play those type of games. She's never pissed in the bed with me when we sleep at night. Never. Not one time. Not one time. But she's with my mother. When my mother or her mother, oh, she went to bed. She did what? I don't see that because I don't play that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's a certain energy that a man carries. You know what I'm saying? He don't play that shit. So to go back to what you said, yes, women offer so many amazing things. You can't really raise a child without
No,
their
women is
nourishment.
nurturing, the man has to be disciplined.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say, like, in your case, for example, you know, I don't believe in a child like the mom and the father not being together. Now you have a broken home, back and forth. Because now all the work that you've done,
Yeah,
so you guys are working
yeah,
backwards.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I see that happen a lot. I see it in my own family.
yeah.
let me ask you: do you have any problem with, you know, we talked about the single parent family, right? What about raising the girl daughter? Now, is it okay for the man to raise his daughter all alone,
All on his own.
on his own? So, how do you think the child is gonna turn?
Ooh, I see what you're saying. So the
No.
opposite.
No.
Yeah,
So,
the opposite.
ooh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Life is about balance.
Yeah.
You need both.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because
but
there are certain
if
things
we
that
have
are
a situation where,
essential
yeah,
that the daughter is gonna need to get from her mom. She
Yeah.
can only get from her mom,
Yeah.
from her mother.
so if she was raised by her father alone, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like if she was,
What issues do you think would arise
Certain
similar
things
to
she's
the?
gonna be lacking. She's going to perhaps be less nurturing
Mm-hmm.
because she didn't have anybody there modeling that for her.
Yeah.
She perhaps is not going to understand how to be a little lady
Right.
and how to, you know, compose herself
yeah, that's true.
as a lady
Yeah.
because she didn't have her mother there modeling that for her,
Facts.
right? I remember being like in middle school when I first, I guess, started like maturing and getting into womanhood, got my cycle, and then I came home and I'm like, Mom, this is what happened. And then my mom knew everything to do,
Yeah.
everything to tell me now, what does this mean? Now that you've crossed this new
Threshold.
threshold as a now you're a little young lady. Here's what comes with that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not gonna be easy for a man to navigate.
Yeah.
I'm so scared to have this. I ain't scared, but I'm like, bro, I gotta deal with this shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna deal. As a single father, I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this shit. Like, I try to now, like as far as the girl being the girl, but my daughter, she wear dresses and shit, but at the same time, she like to play with guns and trucks and cars and cowboys instead of Barbie dolls. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I buy her Barbie dolls and shit, but she don't play with that shit. She play with, you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man.
Well,
Okay.
here's another thing that I think. I think in a situation like yours, for example, like when you're a single father, and especially when you have a girl, you know, there's a little bit more pressure to perhaps settle down because although she has her mother,
Yeah.
but when she's in your presence in your home, she needs a continuation
Yeah.
of that feminine energy.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, how many kids do you want to have?
Here we go.
How many kids? Tell me. Like ideally.
Ideally.
Like potentially. How
I
many
can
kids?
answer the question for her.
No.
You-
Go ahead, Jay.
No,
Three. Damn, no?
Playing.
I'm playing? 3?
Why would I do that to myself?
Oh, I want to hear this. Go ahead.
How many
please.
kids you intend to have?
I'm not answering this question. We're
No,
not
please.
doing that.
No. I'm
That's
dying
not
to
what
know.
the topic.
No, Josie, answer the
Josie,
question.
how many kids
How many do you have?
do you have in mind?
I don't know. It's not something that I think about.
So you can have
Really?
like multiple kids?
Bro, she capping. Let me tell you. When she was a little girl, she was like, I'm going to have a little girl, a little boy, and maybe I promise you she did.
Honestly, I used to always say when I was like younger,
Yeah,
a boy and a girl.
I knew it.
And then I went through a stage where I was like, twins would be cool. But that was
Ooh!
like so long ago. I was, like, a
Twin.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
on
but I
one.
don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think about stuff.
2 would be ideal though, right? A boy and a girl, you good?
Yeah, no, I don't think about stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
we have to wrap up this
right.
episode. You
I
know.
don't think about stuff like that. So
Yeah.
just stay off my back.
But I would advise you to start thinking about, how many kids you're gonna have. Because,
Why?
you know what? Because pretty soon you're gonna get married.
Hey, you about to get married. Let me tell you something, girl.
How do you
Listen,
know my husband?
listen.
Oh,
Talk to her,
Maybe.
Titty.
Hold on.
Talk to her, Titty.
You better grab this declaration.
Grab this declaration.
This prophecy, right? Now listen to me. Pretty soon somebody's gonna come knocking at your door because they're interested in
Josie,
you.
what's
They
up,
found
girl?
Something precious
What's up, Sean?
in your life.
How you doing?
Exactly.
You good?
You good?
You
So
could be
you better
great.
get ready.
Well, maybe God's gonna bless me with a husband who don't want kids or care about having kids necessarily.
Okay, maybe.
You know, I met someone like that recently.
Text
He's
that
like,
nigga.
I mean, if I have kids, I do. If I don't, I don't care. Like,
Text
it's not
him.
the end all be all for me.
DM
I was like,
him.
wow.
You'll be a great mother.
Message
so you
him.
better have kids.
You'll be a great mother. You'll be an awesome mother. A matter of fact, I want you to kick it with my daughter sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Bring her through.
I'm gonna
I
bring her
love
through.
kids.
I'm for real,
The
straight
kids
up.
love me.
You love kids, but you have to have your own kids.
I love
You gotta have
kids
your
and
own
kids love
kids.
me.
You have
Bring
to
her
have
I
through.
love Josie.
Look, Boogie's daughter is upstairs right now, and I can't wait to just go back up there and check on her, making
Thank
sure
you.
she's good.
That's okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
thank you so much, everybody, for this wonderful episode. I mean, we learned a lot from here. Thank you. Okay.